Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video. I'm trying to get back on a schedule of Sunday and Wednesday videos. So hopefully, especially with Iron Banner this week and next week, I'll have some content ready for you. I'm still working on the grind on two accounts. On my alt account, I'm one piece short of being maxed out. On my main account, not so much. But that's okay. My alt account is more my PvP account anyway, and my main account is more my PvE. So I, I don't ask. It's just what it evolved into. I mean, it wasn't the plan when I started, but it is what it is. All right. So this week I was able to play with some viewers. Alan Grudes, also known as Trey Randall, I think it is. Um, Invited me to play, and after a few hiccups getting into a match, we finally played some. I didn't know how it'd go because he's in a much higher skill bracket than I am, and he had some people with him, and I thought, okay, so we're going to 4-5 stack into some really rough ready-made matches, but we actually did okay. We got blown out once, I think, and other than that, we had some good matches. So uh, connections weren't really very good this week. I don't know what your experience was. Mine was pretty up and down. So I hope your experience was better than mine on the whole. As far as play is concerned, I think, given the fact I really haven't played that much PvP over the last month or so, I did okay. I ran positive, and but I did fall back to some style of play that I'd been trying to work out of, and also some of the weapons. Playing a lot of scouts. But for this match, I loaded into Vostok, and I looked at what I had on me, and I thought, of the things that I have on me, you notice I don't have Randy's on that list at all. Of the things that I had on me, I thought, I haven't really given my Outbreak Perfected after I rolled it um, that much of a run. You see, I have 17 Crucible opponents defeated on it, which is not much at all. I thought, well, let's run with that. And I had just finished my uh, Hunter over the 18 matches necessary for the week and gotten the pinnacles out of that I thought I could get. So I decided to roll into the Titan, and this is the character that just needs a mark. It just needs a mark. And no marks, no bonds, no whatever hoods have fallen from Iron Banner thus far, and I don't know why that is, because traditionally, if you play long enough, you get at least one piece of armor from every slot. Um, so anyway, I was also disheartened to notice that when I went in to look at this afterwards, that all of my goals had been met account wide, and I don't remember if that's a change or not. It seemed like you could play all the way through on all of your characters, and it was a two-edged sword because it's a little bit grindy, but if you want to level your character, it was a great opportunity to do it. So also, I'm still trying to work on the seal for the Iron Lord seal. I can't get it, because Ormond's Taste requires that you acquire 15 of the ritual weapon, or the weapons from Iron Banner. You have to buy them, and you can't because there was a bow that they'd had in the kiosk that they took out of the kiosk, put back in a loot pool, and it's created a bug. And for over a year, it's been impossible to earn that seal. So, yeah, forget about gilding it. I can't even get it. So I don't know how many of you are in that boat, but if you're in that boat where you can't finish off the Ormond's part of that seal quest, I'm sorry, we're just not gonna. There's nothing we can do. So, all right, so I'm going to show you this play. You can look at my Titan briefly there. You can see that I'm on Void. I wound up running Bubble on this before I realized what I was doing. And again, remember, I just kind of hopped into this. It was really late too. Syntheseps, maxed out my resilience, but I've wasted some stats there. Probably could drop down to 2 on something and put that elsewhere, but I was just trying to get a couple matches in. It was after midnight when I played this last night. So let's just roll this and see how the play goes. I never know how my team is going to play. I never know. And something happens here early on that I'm going to tell you frankly is one of my basic triggers in a game, especially when you're playing co-op, and it's going to happen like right away. And this dude just shoves me off of that just for fun, and I think you can have it. I'll just go someplace else, anywhere else, and run right into this guy, hot swapping I think a grenade launcher and his breach light. It's a good combination. And there's my immediate death out of the way. Apparently that guy came in there and pretty much cleaned everybody off, or they just ran straight through it. I don't know. But I get him back right away, so I'm even. So I'm just going to run with my crew here and see what I can do with this Outbreak. Now, the Outbreak is not real good up close. That's probably about as close as I'd want to get with it. I do have my Helio, but if you've got anybody running like fusions or anything like that, or even, gosh, what, the Recluse. I guess it was Recluse, not the Recluse. Shirai's Wrath came out in trials last week. Somebody running one of those, you get in the wrong spot with that, and they'll just chew you up. I didn't see a lot of those, though, I will admit. I don't know how that worked out for folks last weekend getting the Shirai's Wrath. Trials apparently was pretty sweaty. All right, so I know they're going to come for C. I know they're going to do it, and here they come. And I played that smart. I could have pushed up there and died with my friend right away. Decided not to do that. I've got 2 kills with the heavy already. I'm going to sit up here in the tower. I'm holding the reticle low. I should be putting it right on the point. And I do that, I know, because I want the field of view. But I'm too low. And I check the radar. Somebody is coming. I'm too low. I waste a clear half second there that I could have just pounded that person the second they came in. And I'm doing it again. I'm a little bit better there. But I know, again, they're going to come. They're going to jump right in there. I'm out of heavy. They're making a move on the inside here. I'm going to back up a little bit. There he is. We had him triangulated. Whip around here. Play up the center. Get that guy. And so far, I'm doing this the way I should. All right, they flip on A, so I'm just going to turn around here. Remember to look at the radar every now and then. There's my guy. Get out of there. I duck out of that fight just in time. I jump out of there because I figure he's going to throw a grenade, and I need to recover. And the recovery on this Titan is not real good. I mean, he's tanky on the front end, but once you're damaged, I feel like I need to just duck out. Because if I stay there too long, I'm going to get it. All right, so I swap fire with this guy, get 1, 1.5. This guy's going to push in, and that's going to be it, I think. Yeah. That Luna's Howl was popping me hard at times. He must have had a good roll on it, because he 2-taps me later on in the match. And there we go. There's the hot swap guy. I'm going to back up a little bit. Somebody cleaned him up. That's good. That breach light is actually a very good sidearm, and I'm going to have to start playing with that again. I got a couple of pretty good ones, and it's in the kinetic slot, which makes it opens up, say for instance, the Red Death, and that's something I've struggled with, is getting something to run alongside of the Red Death, and I do like sidearms, and it's finally a sidearm I feel confident could hold its own. All right, this guy's dancing around here. I'm going to just kite him a little bit, I thought, and then my teammate's there to clean it up. So we're going to go get B. So far, we're pretty much in control of this thing. And they've got a couple of good players, but they must just have some people who are just throwing themselves at it. And yeah, there we go. And a lot of people are playing around with builds. It's still early in the meta where people are still trying to figure out prismatic and all the ways that it can work and then it won't work, and we're getting so many new weapons that are so strong, and the interaction between weapons and classes just takes a while to sort out, and I'm hoping to experiment more with that. The thing I hate about Iron Banner, though, is that in order to make progress on your Pinnacles and all of that, you've got to play the 3 classes they tell you can play, which is not prismatic. It's Solar Void and Arc. So I'm stuck playing that until I get all my drops. Then we do it again next week. All right, so bubble. Okay, so here's the thing that always chaps me about a bubble, or a person running a bubble, is they run away from it and get killed right away. What I've been trying to do with this match is if we get a couple of zones, I'm trying to maintain that. I'm trying to maintain a zone when possible so we don't get triple cap, because so many matches are lost when the whole team runs towards something and somebody successfully holds them off while the other two zones are lost. And I know they're going to come for this. And I see that guy over there, and I don't know why I didn't take a shot, but I didn't. And there he is in super. I know they're going to come in force on the other one. He's going to clear off C. If I don't go defend this, we could lose C very easily. And I'm just not going to let it happen. So, fortunately, my team's scattered enough he didn't get everybody. We do at least have C now. We're taking B. So A is going to be the threat. And I should be looking to the right there of that rock, because what they've been doing is they've been jumping over. And we got a guy right there, trapdoor, spidering that corner, and he's under me. And that's what happens whenever you focus too long downside. And I don't know what my guy was doing there. I don't know how the enemy got in on me, but you know that's what happens when you play with randoms, is you can't count on them to cover your back. But the good thing about all of that was we did hold them off C long enough that we were able to triple cap. All right, so the fire there is blinding me, and I can't see what I'm hitting. I'm just firing up the metal and hoping for the best. Somebody finishes him off on the hunt, but yeah, it's so bright there I couldn't see through it. And some of my videos, I want to comment on that. Some of my videos have been very bright. I tried to up the resolution on them, and I used a different format. It didn't work, so I'm going back to the old settings, and I know this makes it look rougher. If you watch this in 1080p or above, it's gonna spread it out, and most people are watching in 2K at least now anymore. So I do apologize for that. I've tried, but within the limits of the free software that I use, this is the best I can do. All right, we're going to get C. There's that grenade launcher or grenade. I don't know what it was for sure, but took some damage from it. Going to back up, look up in the tower. We got somebody inside. I don't really have inside weapons I want to take in there and flush them out. I really want to try to lane as much as possible. We got somebody up on A. Get a kill there. Get caught on a rock and almost die for that. I'm going to pop around. And I think, yeah, this is a sequence where I run into a linear. Or not a linear, but a trace rifle, yeah. And I should have just had the sidearm out right away when he jumped up. But it wouldn't matter. I mean, the trace rifle will kill you pretty quick. I should have... Really, what I probably should have done there is just go at him. And rather than try to back up, which is easy for him to track, if I'd gone at him, I could have got under him and maybe meleeed him and knocked him out of it. It's probably about the only chance I had. Standing there trading shots with him was a mistake. I mean, that just didn't work. Especially after he got the first shot. You would think the airborne would give me a little bit of an advantage. It did not. And there we go. Luna's Howling just two-tapped me. I was a little damaged, though. But, yeah, two-tap. It hurt. Did not run into a lot of hand cannons. I think that's the only guy in the lobby that was actually running it. And he was doing all right with it. But you can see that we've got him by almost 40 points. 35 points at this point. And we're going to get this zone. It's pretty much going to seal the deal. This guy throws the caster at me. I knew they were getting heavy. But I figured, what the heck. And of course... You got another guy in there, but I'm the guy shooting him, and the other guy, I don't think he was. I think he just let him run right by, and so he didn't put anything on him. There gonna be like 6 people down, and I'll be like in an area, and the enemy will always hit me, and I always suppose that my head is the size of a watermelon, is why. So I want to see what we got there. All right. That was about as good a match as I'm going to run. Effectively, I was top of lobby in that, so I had to show it. But, that was the first time that I had run Outbreak since I got it. And that's been weeks ago that all came out. So, not unhappy with that at all. I think on that map, Outbreak works really well. It'd work better if I played better. But the play wasn't that bad, especially given that I'd been playing Hunter for hours and just jumped into Titan. That was the first match jumping into Titan. And just hit the right lobby. And I didn't feel like, you can't see it because my head's covering this up, but in terms of The distribution of kills, it's not as bad as it looks. There were two of us that hit 24 on my team and then a 19. They had 20, 22. Then after that, yeah, it kind of got bad. But the KD, I was a 4, there was a 3, and there's a 2. They had a 1-3, a 1-5. Yeah, it's kind of bad. Can't sugarcoat that. We were the dominant team, and we probably were going to win that no matter what. So, that said, you got to take what you get, and I'll put up some bad play to balance this out in the coming days. You'll see. So, or at least worse play. This wasn't great play, but it was not that bad. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I am going to try to put out stuff on the regular again. I keep saying that, but again, life happens, and there certainly were things that happened in the last couple of weeks. I don't need to go into that. It's not, this channel's not about that, but um, yeah. I hope you're enjoying your play. I hope your connections are stable. I hope your lobbies are balanced. I hope your weapons are hot. I hope you're getting everything out of this you can. This is Iron Bell thanking you for watching and signing out.